Jurgen, commiserations. Can you put your finger on what went wrong tonight?
I have only 10 fingers. That is, the start was pretty intense, that was clear. So again, Red Star wanted to strike back what they did, brought a few new players, very important players for them, obviously. And then, but we had the first big chance, I think it was Daniel with a very big one. And each goal in a game like this leads the game in a specific direction. We gave them already too many set pieces before they scored, so they could kind of train it in a proper match. And then they scored with the header after the corner. The second goal was kind of out of the blue. We have the ball, give it away, and then of course that's not cool in a game like this, in this atmosphere like this, in a situation like this. If you have then to play your best football in a kind of a negative mood, because we were. It was a blow. Of course, tried to change for second half. So we had the moments in the box. We had scrappy situations with ball. They twice, I'm not sure, on the line. They cleared the situation. If you score in a situation like that, everything can change. But it's hypothetical because we didn't score. Second half we changed a bit. We're very dominant. Didn't give a lot of counterattacks away or something like that, but we had moments, we had kind of nearly chances, but I think the biggest chances were in the last 2-3 minutes. Before that, not enough. But again, if we score early in the second half, then the game can change, but it didn't. So we have to admit, congratulations, Red Star, well deserved. They have the 3 points, we have nothing.
Before the match about the atmosphere in the stadium. How much do you think your players were affected by it?
Don't know. It was good. It was a good football atmosphere. I don't think it was like it would have been impossible to perform. To be honest, it was not. But you had to be afraid or whatever. It was a football atmosphere because whatever they were saying, we don't understand it. So it was only loud. But I don't know exactly, but of course that was not the atmosphere, singing-wise, noise-wise, whatever, was not a problem. But the atmosphere after the second goal, especially, that was in the whole club, if you want. That was now they could smell it. We walked in the halftime the long way to the dressing room, and they were all in a very positive mood, and we were actually in the other way around. But they didn't give up fighting. They stayed concentrated, they gave everything, they had cramps. I think 3, 4, 5 players had cramps. And for us it was not clicking, it was not easy. We never came really back in these situations. We had the moments, we played good balls in the right moment, but then the last, again, it was similar to the first half, different situations, not after set piece, but that we had really we had the ball in the box and then we cannot really finish. They come with a leg in between. I saw, unfortunately, a few games like this already, and it's really difficult then to find your mojo back, if you want. That's really only that you can really do the right thing in the right moment, like very natural, because you always try to solve a problem, actually, what you have on a pitch, and you don't find solutions, you solve problems on a pitch, and that's a completely different situation.
Did Red Star surprise you with the tactic and with their game? Were you expecting something like this? Maybe not the result, but the way they played.
With the tactics, why surprised with the tactics?
Well, did
I know
the
what
Red Star
tactics is. What was the surprising part of it?
Yes, regarding the tactics, that your players almost seem lost on the field because of Red Star's tactic.
Is he angry? Because he sounds angry.
He shouldn't be.
He sounds angry, to be honest. So we were not surprised, but the way how it goes in the first part, if you saw the first game, it was similar. It was kind of wild, direct stuff like that, and then at Liverpool we controlled the game. Then tonight we didn't because we. Yeah, they were aggressive. They were very aggressive in all the part, but they were aggressive in the last game as well. We only did better. That's how it is. We made life a bit too easy tonight for Belgrade. That's the main problem. And they, how I said, they deserved it with the passion they fought and whatever. Decide at the end, you have to score goals in a game. If you think about how often we were in the box and around. That's actually what you have to do in a football game. Only you have to make the last decision in the right way, and we didn't. That's why we lost 2-0. That's all.
Damir Stamenkovic here. What do you say about the game of Milan Pavkov? What do you say about the game of Milan Pavkov, and did you expect that?
That he scores twice now. But we know he changed the game at Salzburg already, when he came on. So that was impressive that day, and tonight when we saw that he will play, for us it was clear that it will be in a specific way different because he is a proper target player for Red Star. He can play the balls to him. He played a fantastic game. I think the second goal he was a bit surprised by himself that it's in, but he hit the ball really good in that moment, and so. How's that? He fought. They all fought really hard. That's why I say well deserved. So it's not that they were not as lucky as they should be if they win against us. That's our fault.
Jurgen, following on from the defeat away at Napoli, do you think it's a problem playing away that the team has developed? Because that wasn't a good performance either in Napoli. And can you talk a little bit more about what you meant about you've lost the mojo?
In the game, not in general. We lost it in the game, so that's it. We had to, because of that, I think it made sense to make a few changes. So a few we had to make, and a few we wanted to. At the end, it's then easy to say that just didn't work out. In the game, we lost it because every 1-0 up, 2-0 up. That's it then, and not in general. I don't say it's already serious if you lose twice. Or 2 times, so that's. But of course, we have to make sure that will not happen again. So otherwise, it will be difficult because the next game is already an away game again, and the last one is a very difficult home game against Napoli. So we have to make sure that you cannot ask that question again. I understand it 100% in a moment, but it's a bit too early to say that's how it is. But how I said, we have to make sure in Paris that it. That we do better. That's how it is. There were a lot of moments when we could get in control of the game, but then we didn't do it. So then we made the wrong decision. I don't think it's anything to do with the way of home. It just happened, and that's. We will talk about that, and we will do that better 100%. But for tonight, we can't change it anymore, unfortunately.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Cheers, Grant. Thank you.